In the heart of the city park stood an old wooden bench. Its paint was peeling, its wood weathered by years of rain and sun, and yet, every morning, without fail, man sat there, day after day, year after year, waiting. This is his story. His name was Yusuf. Every morning at exactly 7 o'clock, he would arrive, holding a small paper bag in one hand and a folded newspaper in the other. The park was quiet at that hour. Birds sang softly, the air smelled of dew, and Yusuf would sit, watching the path ahead. People noticed him. Some thought he was waiting for a friend. Others guessed it was for a lost love. But no one ever asked, and he never explained. Seasons came and went. In the spring, blossoms fell around him like soft snow. In summer, the shade of the big oak tree kept him cool. In autumn, golden leaves swirled at his feet. In winter, he sat there still, scarf wrapped around his neck, breath fogging in the cold air. And through it all, no one ever came. One chilly autumn morning, a young man named Farid noticed Yusuf sitting as usual. Farid passed the bench every day on his way to work. But that morning, curiosity won. Farid, excuse me, sir. I see you here every day. If you don't mind me asking, who are you waiting for? Yusuf smiled faintly, his eyes still fixed on the path ahead. Yusuf, I'm waiting for a decision I made a long time ago, to prove itself right. Farid frowned, puzzled. Farid, what do you mean? Yusuf simply shook his head and said, some things take time, my boy. Patience is its own kind of faith. Years ago, Yusuf was a different man. He was in his 30s, with dreams bigger than his wallet and problems heavier than his heart. One cold winter's day, he came to this very bench to make the most important decision of his life. He had two choices: leave the city for a quick escape from his struggles, or stay, work hard, and build the life he dreamed of. That morning, he sat here, thinking for hours. Birds came and went. Children laughed in the distance. And then, he decided, he would stay. He would work, save, and wait for the right moment. When Farid asked why he still came after all these years, Yusuf finally turned to look at him. Yusuf, this bench reminds me of the day it chose patience over desperation. I promised myself that I'd come here every morning, until the day I could sit here and know it was worth it. Farid glanced at the paper bag in Yusuf's hand. Inside was a fresh bread roll, a small luxury Yusuf had allowed himself only after paying all his debts. It wasn't about waiting for someone. It was about honoring the man he once was. The man who decided to endure. Farid never forgot that conversation. He began to stop by the bench more often, sometimes bringing coffee, sometimes just sitting quietly with Yusuf. And he realized something. Patience wasn't about doing nothing. It was about holding on to hope, even when the world gives you no reason to. One morning, Farid came to the park, but the bench was empty. Only the paper bag with the fresh bread roll sat there, and under it, a note. Farid, my waiting is over. It was worth it. No one knew where Yusuf went after that. But the bench remained, and every morning, Farid sat there not waiting for someone, but honoring the patience that had shaped a man's life. Sometimes, the person you're waiting for is yourself. And patience is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. Never stop showing up for your own life, even if it takes years.